Hello everybody, it's Julie here from Creative Little Hut. Thank you for coming over to my channel to see what this little video is all about. It's the 1st of March today, Sunday the 1st of March. I have actually tried putting off this filming because of all the storms that we're getting. And because I'm outside in my garden hut, I get battered with the stormy winds and the rain and all sorts of things. So if you hear lots of banging or windiness outside, then that's what it is. So we'll try and get through this video today without too much weather related noises and all sorts of things like that. So March, I wasn't quite sure what to do for March, my March theme in my art diary, if you like. I had a few ideas, but I came across these books that I have, and I was just looking through them, and I was quite inspired by them to do the March layouts. And if you know me, you will see the February. I'll do a quick flip through of the February ones before I start talking about the March. And this is just a quick flip through. This is a postcard from London Gifties, and my theme for February was birds and hearts, and it was the song thrush that I sort of drew, so you can see that in the last video. And this is just a quick flip through of it. So on each page I put the bird there, and this is just the weeks of February. And my daughter's 21st at the end of February there, so that was good. So there's quite a lot happening in February. Gosh, that's the rain on now, so let's hope we can get through this. This page here is just some YouTube, IGTV and other bits and pieces that I'm working on. And so this is the March spread. So I've already done the title page, and the title page was influenced by these books. So they're by Clare Leslie, and they are absolutely brilliant little books for quick sketches and very, very loose art, watercolour-y things like this. So the light, and I just love that, and they're very quick, and I quite like that idea. So I thought I would adopt and use these two books, or this book in particular, this one, The Curious Nature Guide, explore the natural wonders all around you. And for March, because we're sort of halfway between kind of winter and spring, this really spoke to me, this book. So I took inspiration from this front page here to do a drawing of my kitchen window. So it's really just a quick sketch of what's on the windowsill and some what's outside. And then what I did was I just drew it in black pen, and then I did some coloured pencils, and the coloured pencils are merely just a kind of mixture, I think, of Arteza and Faber-Castell pencils. They're not water soluble. They're called the polychromos. So I've used them. So that's on that. And then all I did was I found some collage sheets that I had in my stash, and I just used them here and here, and then I put a March tab on. So that's the sort of theme that I'm going for, is influenced by this book. And I've got so many tabs on here just to show you, and it's just so lovely, this book. So what I thought, and there's a small wonders, she calls it small wonders, and what I thought was brilliant about this was that you could do little squares, and on the page, in my art diary, on the page, and I'll just do something, small things that you see that really speak to you through the week or every day or whatever it happens to be throughout this month. And it could be something like, you know, you see a flower starting to grow, or I see a spider's web, or you know, some sort of thing like that. And what she's trying to say to you is to slow down and just to look at the everyday wonders that we have all around us. And I just love that idea. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a page of squares of some sort, and each time I see something like a wow, well, it doesn't have to be a wow, but it could be like a lovely cloud, or you know, that type of thing that we just maybe don't take the time to notice so much. And I'm going to do that in one of the, just beside the title page here in this diary. I'm going to do it there. So that's one aspect of it there. And these little watercolours that she does are just so lovely. They're just so inspiring that that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to use my watercolours, and what I'm also going to do is do it on the Tomo River paper, because that is very, very thin, and I don't want to bulk up the diary too much, even though, you know, it will bulk up, but I don't want to over bulk it. So and the reason why I'm doing that and not straight onto the page is because, I'll come back to this, I'll flick through it a little bit more, is because I printed, or I stamped the days of the week, and even though I love this I did this with the Paper Artsy, I think it's Everything Art, the alphabet, these rubber stamps here, and I just used them, and they're actually quite large. And that's okay, I don't mind that, because I can work within those spaces and just work round about everything. And normally this the shadowing through the page doesn't bother me, because previously, you know, you get that, but it's very, very faint, and it doesn't bother me too much. Plus I'm painting and all that on top of it anyway. But I thought I would just add the sheet onto it, the painting onto it, just to cover it up a bit, because it is quite dominant, and see how that works. So what I have to do now is finish off the dates, because I've only got up till the 15th there, so I'll finish those off. I'm using these little stamps that I got from London Gifties. They're just the wooden block stamps with, you know, the rubber piece underneath. And I think these are from Hours Studio booth.hours.w. And you'll see that on the London Gifties website anyway. So these are really nice. So I'll finish that off, and I'm doing it. I stamped the days of the week and the letters, the numbers, sorry, in the smoky grey VersaFine. So I won't show you all that, because you know how that goes, don't you? You know how that goes. So anyway, back to this book. So I'd marked out all these pages that were of interest to me that I could take into March, and as I say, because it's kind of between the seasons, and because we've had such storms, these are lovely flowers. What I think I might do is do a very basic mark making on the paper, and then maybe later on, as the month progresses, I will maybe draw some of these things in as we go. And these are the thing about this book is it's such a simple little watercolours, and they just speak to me at this point in time. I mean, I did have lots of ideas for doing, you know, springy things and greens and all sorts of stuff like that, but I think I'll go with this month and see how it goes. And I think that is just a fabulous page. And she has within this book, and I'm not sponsored by this person, I just really like the book, and I just love what she has to say about certain things, like looking up into the sky, and looking at the clouds, because some people do, some people don't. But I think as we get older, we don't actually do that unless you've got kids with you or something like that. So it's really just a time to kind of stop and look at the colours, and look at nature as it's around us. And I love this. This is sort of colours throughout the year that she has done. So you're starting sort of with the dark and then coming through to the light and then ending in the dark again. And yeah, so if you have this book already, then have a closer look at it if you haven't had a real good look, because it is very inspiring. And especially this, because I love looking out the window, and I'm not necessarily looking to do anything in particular, but I mean, that combination there is just lovely. Yeah, so daydreaming, I was talking to my friend about this, and we don't sort of look out the window enough and daydream about things, because we're all busy people and we maybe don't have time to do that. But I think it's important that we should try and do that. And this I really love this. This is nature over the kitchen sink that she's talking about here. And even if you don't have a garden, there must be somewhere that has, like a park or whatever, that has this view. And just go along your sketchbook, take a picture, take it back home, and start painting. So I love that. So anyway, I shall get on with this sort of watercolour painting, and I'll put this away for now. I'll finish off the dates, and I'll come back with that. And yeah, this is just the paper that I'm using, Tomo River paper, A4 sheets. I've torn some out. I've torn some in half actually, and And what I'll do is I will keep this book beside me, but I'm not going to copy it. I'm just going to use it for inspiration and for shapes, mark making, that kind of thing, and maybe some colour references. Yeah, so I'll have that beside me, but as I say, I'm not going to copy it. And because this weather as well has been so bad, it's very, very stormy. And I live beside the sea as well, so I have that as an influence too. So here is the paper. I will probably speed this part up a little bit, and I will come back to you. Oh, before I go and speed this up, I'm using these paints here. These are designs by Rachel Beth, and they are very lovely little paints. I'm going to put this onto a piece of white paper. Oops. And these ones are from Little Rainbow Moon, and I like the subtle colours in here. And I'm also going to be using the St Petersburg paints. These ones here, these paints are kind of sticky watercolours. So they are. This last page here, I am going to stamp onto, and I'm going to call it what she calls it, which is Small Wonders in this book here. If I can find it, yeah, Small Wonders. And I'm going to stamp that up there, and then I'm going to glue that into my diary. So I'll go ahead and do that, and I shall be back. Okay, I think that's me done with doing all the pages. I have finished all the lettering, so I think that's everything that I need to do. And I'll do a quick flip through for you. Just dry this off a little bit. This is my March plan. I need to put a few more bits of glue on that. So the small wonders on this page, title page, and then it's just the weeks and the date. And in this page I will probably do lots of writing and sticking on various things throughout the week as they come up. I also thought I could maybe do, she has some quotes in this book I thought I might use as well. There's some nice quotes, and I'll let you know what they are if I do actually put them in. I might put them up here because these letters are very, very large. I started at the very top of the page, whereas in the February page I left a gap, so I kind of had a nice area here for decorating. But this time I've just started right at the top of the page, so I might actually use the top of here and each page to do something on. I'm not sure, I might not. So that's the first page, and here we go. I wanted to, as I say, keep them quite light so that I can write on top, and I've got a space here that I can do stuff in as well, and that's it. So I hope this was helpful, and if you have a chance to look in these lovely books, please do, because they're very inspirational. And now there's a helicopter going overhead, so I'll leave it at that, and I shall see you in the next video. Bye guys, thank you.